As I sit here by the fire on this cold November snowy day here in Vermont, I've been thinking about the upcoming holiday. Here in the United States, we celebrate a holiday we call Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is about counting our blessings for the harvest and for our health and for our survival of another summer going into winter. And here in the United States, we're taught the story of Thanksgiving as a youth story, as a story of pilgrims who came across the ocean looking for freedom and looking for something, and how through their own perseverance they survived and they brought themselves into the next winter and the next years. But if we look deeply at this story, we see that there's really much more to it. That it's not a youth story, it's really an elder story. Because the true story of Thanksgiving is the story of how a people came to a strange land for them, and how the elders of that nation, the elders of that land, reached their hand out to help. And the reason that the pilgrims survived those first years was because of the kindness and compassion of the indigenous people who were already here. The nature traditions, the elders that were already on this land. So for me, it's important to remember to be grateful for the gifts we've been given. But the most important question is, what do we do with those gifts we've been given? So for me, Thanksgiving is not just a time to count our own blessings, but to take our blessings out into the world, to an earth that needs our attention, to other people in the world who need our help, and particularly for the children. There's a beautiful part of a poem by Galway Kendall, and he says, "The bud stands for all things, even those things which have not yet flowered. For all things flower from within of self-blessing." Although sometimes it's necessary to remind a thing of its beauty, to place a hand upon the brow of a flower and reteach it through words or touch that it is beautiful until it flowers again from within of self-blessing. So it's my invitation and my hope as we go into this season of gratitude that we remember that the gifts we've been given are gifts that we ourselves can pass on. Those things we are grateful for are the things we have to give back to the earth and to the next generation. So I hope that during this season we can all remember to gently place our hands upon the brow of each flower and remind it through words or touch that it is beautiful, so it will flower again from within of its own self-blessing. Thank you, and I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a wonderful Christmas.